Hey guys, my name is FierceDeityMahesh and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64. Now, in the last episode guys, we actually had a pretty chill episode in which we took on a lot of side quests and got ourselves a lot of art pieces and stuff. But in this episode guys, it's gonna go ahead, or it's actually time to go ahead and take on the most controversial temple in the history of Zelda, the Fire Temple. So, brace yourself. So I'm pretty sure I have the old version, that is, I'm pretty sure version 1.1 or 1.2. So here, if we go and make our way to this door, we'll actually meet up with Taronia. So he is pretty surprised that we actually have grown up a lot since he last saw us. So yes, indeed. There's going to be a lot of danger thanks to my boy Gandalf. Let's go ahead and actually see what Daruni has to go and say, because as his son had told in the last episode, Gandalf just wants to go ahead and get on wants to get the temple. So here, let's go ahead and actually speak to him. So the prisoner's cells are in the opposite direction and he's counting on us. Actually speaking, I'm pretty sure I don't have the version of the music which is the one which has a controversial theme in it, which is great. But let's go and actually make our way to this area. But it's pretty surprising because there are the Islamic symbols on the switches and stuff. So here is the first Goron who we will be releasing. So he is going to go ahead and tell you us a secret for saving him. To the pillars stuck in the ceiling. Yeah, so that's actually pretty useful because for the first time you are playing this game, it's going to be pretty hard. So each time you save one of these Gorons, they are actually able to go ahead and give you a small tip, which is actually very useful, without which if you're playing it for the first time, it's going to be a hell of a time, because there are a lot of physics in this temple which can be very, very confusing and which can utterly make you very, very angry and irritated. But it's not something like the water temple, though I actually personally feel the water temple is not a very hard temple. I actually feel that the fire temple can be a little confusing if you're not doing what needs to be done. So here we can go ahead and unlock this one door and actually make our way towards the opposite direction. Actually, not like the opposite direction. We actually need to make our way right here. And since we actually have the fire tuning, we can actually be immune to fire for about a few seconds. But then we automatically get hurt by fire. So it's not something which is very, very reliable. So let's go ahead and actually make our way over here and actually make our way into this room. And as you can tell, there's actually a time block above this room, which we actually have to make, which we actually have to, I don't know how to go and say, like, essentially we have to make it disappear. So let's go ahead and actually speak to this Goron and see what he should go ahead and tell us. Yeah, so a wall that you can destroy with the Goron's special crop will sound different when you strike it than when you go ahead and do it with a normal wall. Because what they mean by the Goron's special crop is essentially dropping a bomb in front of where there is a bombable wall. So they're saying that if you strike a bombable wall with your sword, it will make a different sound than what will happen if you go ahead and strike a normal wall with your sword. So here, let's go ahead and display the Song of Time. And here it'll go ahead and make a quick passageway to go ahead and make our way towards the room above. So be sure to not take out your sword in front of this room, mainly because there's actually something which you have to go ahead and be very, very careful about. And that's that there are some breakable walls. Sorry, the ceiling, wait, not the ceiling, the floor is breakable, or at least some tiles of the floor are breakable. Let's go and actually wait for it to actually come this way. And well guys, we have actually killed it But here is a very annoying enemy called the like. So this can go ahead and consume you and yourself and your tunic, and it can go ahead and take off your shield, your tunic, and everything else. And it's just a very, very annoying enemy. So let's go ahead and just collect 20 rupees from this dude. Let's go ahead and just kill off the first sculptor in this temple. I actually do not have a sheet in which I have written down all the sculptors. So let's go ahead and actually do a quick backflip and cut off the sculptor. And I'll see you guys in just 1 second after I go ahead and get the sheet in which there's actually the sculptors. And I'll be back with you guys in just one. Alright guys, so we're actually ready to go ahead and make our way into the next room. Anyway, so the next room is actually, then I'm going to jump my way across here and actually make my way across to this area. So here you actually have to go ahead and run your way through this, and you go ahead and make your way across this narrow bridge of sorts, and go ahead and make your way across over here. I'm pretty sure let's go ahead and actually make our way over here. Okay, so here is where we indeed need to be, and if we bomb, yeah, so this is a wall which you can go ahead and break. So as you go in here, as you like, here it makes a different sound, and here it makes a different sound. Look at that, right? So if you strike a wall which looks a little bit suspicious and it makes a very, very like a weird sound which is rather metallic, it just means that you are pretty much expected to bomb it. So here is a Goron's room. Let's go ahead and actually open up the chest first, because that's pretty much what's more important to us personally. Yeah, okay, no, I'm very, very selfish, but anyway, let's go and actually speak to this Goron. So he'll tell us the secret for saving us indeed. Okay, so there are switches in this temple that we have to cut to activate. Essentially, they're saying that we have to use the bomb to go ahead and activate them. But we can actually slice, not really slice, just go ahead and strike them with our sword as well, but it will not be enough. So here, if we go ahead and make our way towards this area and actually make our way towards the opposite room, we can actually make our way towards the actual first locked door in this temple. Well, not actually, because the door which actually made our way into, the door which helped us make our way to this room was actually I am making things way too slow anyway. So the door which made our God, I can't go ahead and speak. Okay, so the door which helped us make our way towards the room above this, or before this, was the one which actually had the first lock. So I think since we're actually in the fire temple now, I'm actually able to go and speak about the controversies which were in this temple. So I would actually request you guys to not feel offended by this if you actually do, because it's only for education purposes only and for entertainment purposes only, and if it offends anybody, I don't really intend to offend anybody. So let's go ahead and actually make our way here. Let's go ahead and just push this block down. So let's go back to the 90s where things were pretty tough to go ahead and make a game. So let's go ahead and see here once. Let's go ahead and actually just jump down. There you go. Let's go ahead and actually make our way up and quickly make our way to this room. Yeah, so things were pretty hard to go ahead and do. So if you make a game and there's a glitch, right, you can't pretty much do any well, so here's a Goron. I'm sorry for like the interruption, but here is a Goron which you can go ahead and save a little later on, like, but not now. Yeah, so if there was a glitch in a game, you couldn't really do anything about it, and you had to just stick with the game until you went ahead and made a new update for the game. But there were many problems with both the version 1.1 and 1.2 of Ocarina of Time. So I'm pretty sure they removed the controversial music in the Fire Temple in the version 1.2, but these signs on the block still remained. So that's something which you have to go ahead and keep a good eye out on. So there are like, Ocarina of Time is known for having way too many controversies, and it's just because of the creators, I guess, absent-mindedness. Because Like, who would actually put something like that? And I actually feel that they did this on purpose because game developers, especially Nintendo, you know, like they would be a little bit more cautious than what we expect them to be, you know, because you see every game they go and release. Oh god, not this one. Oh god, that's a little bit too close by, but let's go ahead and actually make it a little bit more close, and let's go ahead and drop it here. Oh god, this keeps happening over and over again. So I'm gonna go and save here once because oh my god, this is actually really, really bad. Pretty sure we actually make our way a little bit. Oh, that's precisely why I went ahead and saved. Not once again. Let's go and actually drop the bomb. Oh my god, it's just. Are you serious right now? I'm pretty sure this is going to go and do the job. Oh my god, why is this happening to me today? I don't know why, but holy crap. Oh my god. Okay, I'll just meet you guys in just 1 sec after I go ahead and actually drop the bomb. It's supposed to be really, really well, and there you go. That took a lot of time, but anyway guys, that goes ahead and actually makes the ring of fire go away. So now we can actually go ahead and climb this barbed fire, this fire fence, and here let's go ahead and actually make our way over here. So yeah, so the Islamic symbols still remained, and it's something which they did not remove in version 1.2. I'm pretty sure I installed version 1.2. But let's go ahead and actually make our way. Okay, I keep like right now I just made myself get hurt. Right? Okay, I'm pretty sure I should have made my way the opposite way. So actually make our way over here. And yes, need to. Is it this place or is it this area? Okay, it's in this area. Oh god, come on. Okay, this is not fair anymore. So this is one of the areas we need to make our way into, but there's also Skulltula which we can collect over here. Yeah, so let's go and just drop bomb here and wait for it to explode. And here indeed is a Skulltula. So let's go ahead and actually strike it. Oh come on. And by the way, we have gone ahead and played ourselves next Skulltula, which is our second Skulltula. Let's go ahead and just take it because as usual, I don't really want to go ahead and miss out the Skulltula. Where's my phone? Okay, never mind. That's pretty weird. Anyway, let's go and actually make our way towards the area in which we were. So now we're just actually over here. And now, guys, in this room, I'm pretty sure you can go ahead and save the Igui. Here you can go ahead and save another Goron. So let's actually go and speak to him. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so if you're in fire, you can put the fire out by either swinging your sword or rolling on the ground. That's pretty much what you do in real life as well. I'm pretty sure. Like if you roll on the floor, it'll actually go away. So here, let's actually go ahead and make our way outside. And let's go ahead and save once because these boulders here are very, very irritating, mainly because you can go ahead and actually like destroy your life. Okay, so oh god. Come on, like these boulders are like just following me. It's not fair anymore. So I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure this is where we need to go ahead and be. But okay, here's a switch by which we can go ahead and save another Goron. So here, let's go and speak to this dude. Yes, indeed. Okay, move. If you use a sample of the Goron's special crop, you can break it. Yeah, so there are some walls which just look like walls, and you have to actually be pretty careful. So here, let's go ahead and collect this mark, you guys. So I'm actually really sorry if my voice is pretty raspy again. It's because I just post-commentated an episode of Ocarina of Time. Come on, this is just not possible, okay? I actually just post-commentated an episode of Ocarina of Time, which was the 6th episode, I'm pretty sure. Because I didn't really go ahead and... because the save file became a little corrupt. So let's go ahead and actually open up this door. And okay, this room. Here guys, I would actually recommend you guys to use Pharaoh's Wind, because it's a very narrow passageway and you could potentially fall. But let's go ahead and actually try to make our way here without falling, because otherwise I'll have to actually go ahead and make my save state be loaded one more time. Let's go ahead and actually shoot this ice switch, which will go ahead and open up this door. So here we go and if we go and open up this door, we can go and obtain ourselves the dungeon map, I'm pretty sure. Yes, indeed, we actually get the dungeon map. So here let's actually go ahead and make our way back into this room and actually make our way straight. This is going to be a little tough once again. There are also some hearts over here which you could go ahead and collect potentially, but I'm not going to go ahead and take that risk. And here, this room is one of my favorite rooms within this temple, mainly because there's something very cool which happens over here. So let's if we go ahead and make our way over here and actually turn right, I'm going to be very cautious right here. And if we jump onto this, as you can tell, there's actually a ring of fire which follows Link, but it's actually pretty slow, so you need not actually be scared. So you need not actually be scared. Okay, that is pretty bad on my part, but let's go and actually... Are you serious right now? Come on, okay, that is not possible anymore. Come on. So here, let's go and actually make our way over here and collect this one heart. I'm pretty sure the ring of fire has stopped. Okay, it actually was behind us. But let's go ahead and actually make our way over here and let's go ahead and see what happens over here. Alright, so over here, before you go ahead and do anything at all, okay, let's go ahead and actually play the Scarecrow song. Actually, I'm pretty sure Navi will not go ahead and tell you anything right now, but let's go and actually play it. Now, this is because there is actually a Sculptor which we can collect in the room above this, so let's actually go ahead and take out a hook shot because we need to hook on to Pierre. For some reason I keep calling him like P-E-A-R, Pierre, or like Pear, how you go and say it, but I'm pretty sure it's Pierre. So here, let's go ahead and just make our way. Okay, let's go ahead and just make... Okay, let's go ahead and just make my way a little bit more. Okay, the Scarecrow's hand is pretty weird. Okay, let's go and actually make our way over here, and now guys, it's going to be a natural elevator to the next floor, which will help us to get, I'm pretty sure 2 skull clusters or something like that. Scarecrow time 1, a rupee. Alright, so indeed we actually have 2 skull clusters to go ahead and collect over here, and there's also something very cool but very annoying at the same time, which is actually 200 rupee chest which we can go ahead and obtain. But the problem is, it's actually very far away than where we need to go ahead and be actually speaking. So let's go ahead and actually go ahead and get us a Sculptor. I'm pretty sure we have a decent amount of Sculptors. Oh wow, 62. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and actually make our way over here to this area. So right over here, guys, is where the irritating room actually is. And before you go ahead and step on that switch, go ahead and then just kill the Sculptor. And actually go ahead and obtain yourself the next Sculptor token. Okay, let's go ahead and actually get ourselves a Sculptor token, and let's actually go ahead and save here for 1 second, and let's go ahead and just target ourselves properly, because this is going to be pretty tough if you don't do this properly. But there's a ring of fire which is surrounding the chest, which we need to go ahead and be in front of. So here we go ahead and just go ahead and make our way atop this. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure. Oh god. Oh, I was a little bit too late. Okay. So essentially, because there's like a huge gap in between, it's not very easy to go ahead and make your way through it. So what I would say, just run as quickly as you possibly can. Let's go ahead and actually go ahead and target onto this. Oh god, come on. Okay, let's go ahead and actually. Oh god. Okay. If this doesn't work this time, I'll probably cut and meet you guys when I actually go ahead and complete it. Oh my god, it's gonna be terrible. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see you guys in just one sec after I go ahead and complete it. So I'll see you guys in just one sec. And by the way guys, we got ourselves a huge rupee. I was actually right in time, so it just took about like one more try, so I'm actually pretty stupid for going ahead and cutting. Because I could have actually went ahead and completed that pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and actually make our way into the door and make our way back to where we were. Now, here is where you actually need to be pretty careful. Now, why I go ahead to say this is because here you can make your way down, here you can make your way down once again, but once you go ahead and make your way further down, it's not like the elevator will go ahead and stop. It'll keep moving. So you need to be pretty careful. Or rather it'll go. And now it's fine, but now you have to go. That's precisely why I went ahead and saved. Let's go ahead and. Oh god. Okay, this is a little bit bad. Let's actually go ahead and jump across. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and just save for 1 sec. Because we don't know how long it's gonna go ahead and be this way. Okay, let's go ahead and actually save one more time. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, so we actually will lose health, but anyway, let's go ahead and kill off this guy, this little slug, and get ourselves some magic. Now, don't actually bomb this area, but let's go ahead and actually. Navi is just passing out right now, but let's go ahead and actually make our way across this area and press this switch, which will go ahead and open up that door right there. And if you go ahead and jump across over here, we can go ahead and kill even this slug. Yeah, we can actually go ahead and make our way across over here and actually jump across over here. Jump across over here. Let's go ahead and just kill off the slug once again. These slugs are pretty annoying, to be completely honest. Let's go ahead and actually jump across to this one and go ahead and open up this chest first of all, and then go ahead and speak to this Goron. Yes indeed, you're free to go. I'll tell you. Okay, fine. Yeah, so that's pretty much what he's referencing to actually use the Scarecrow song for. Let's go and actually go ahead and jump back to where we previously were. Go and actually make our way over here and to this narrow passageway, which will lead us to the room in which, or the area in which we previously were, where there was the bombable area. I hate this area because it just looks so like unsatisfying for some reason. Like really. Navi is passing the heck out. And by the way, we are going to go ahead and actually chill, Navi, please. Oh my god, for that you are going ahead and making so much noise, really. Let's actually go ahead and just. We'll go ahead and try to go ahead. Okay, now we can actually go ahead and free this Goron right here. And that not only gives us a chest, that like also frees a Goron, and that actually makes a shortcut. So that's pretty good, guys. Not even gonna go and lie. So here, somewhere in this temple, you're sure to meet up with some creatures that dance as they attack. Arrows would hurt them. So looks like you might need some of the Goron's special crop, or to be honest, the hook shot, which is a little bit more easy to go ahead and use, because bombs placement have to be exact and very very accurate, otherwise it's going to be pretty bad. Let's go and actually get the small key and make our way up. So I'm pretty sure the slug is going to go ahead and respawn one more time. so time to go ahead and save one more time. I'm gonna go ahead and save one more time. I'm gonna actually go ahead and save one more time. There you go, let's go ahead and actually jump our way once again back to this area. And now we actually have to make our way to the opposite room now, since we have about 2 keys. Let's go ahead and actually jump across to this area where the Ring of Fire is again going to go ahead and chase us. And here you actually need to jump your way across over here. I really don't know how Link was able to go ahead and reach his way there, but anyway, here is going to be pretty much the second hub room of the temple, which is very annoying. I'm not going to go ahead and lie. So here guys, you need to actually go ahead and be a little bit careful. Oh god, I hate these fire keys. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually make our way into this specific room. These boulders and the fire and everything, and I'm pretty sure here's the compass once again, which is again like the forest temple where we didn't go ahead and require it once again. But because it's so late into the temple, and it's something which you won't really go ahead and require at this specific point, but it's anyway good, you know. But now we can actually go ahead and make our way. Oh, thanks for spawning right in front of my face, little boulder. Oh god. Let's actually go ahead and make our way across to this area. I'm pretty sure I'm losing a lot of health now, so should be a little careful. Oh my god, okay. Here's another. Oh my god. Holy crap, this is taking a little time. Let's go ahead and actually make our way over here. And by the way, we have actually gone ahead and opened up this door, which actually leads us to another area where there's a Goron, which we can't go ahead and free as of now because once again there's no switch. But here we are in this room, which is pretty much another room of the same sort, but not the same. This is pretty much. God damn, I hate these keys. Okay, let's go and actually make our way over here. Oh god. Okay, this is not fair anymore, really. Okay, so here you need to actually place yourself pretty well. Now why I can't speak again. Now why I go ahead and say that is because there's actually a certain puzzle which you need to go ahead and do in order to make your way here. And this thing will go ahead and respawn very fast, so you need to be pretty careful. Let's go and actually open up this, get ourselves some bombs now, because here is where the main mini boss of the temple is going to go ahead and be. Let's go ahead and actually get ourselves some bombs and another heart. And I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out actually speaking before we go ahead and do that. We have to actually drop a bomb here because this is a bombable door, like how I think one of the Gorons told us, I'm pretty sure. So here, let's go ahead and switch out our hook shot and get ourselves. Now with the Bigoron sword, it's going to be much better as well. So let's actually go ahead and meet up with this one boss called the Fire Dancer. Let's go ahead and actually. Oh god, not that way. So here you actually need to go ahead and make your way. So I'm pretty sure we have like about 2 hits. That's going to do the job. Let me go ahead and save once. Let's go and actually go ahead and target on him and just move to the opposite side and actually go ahead and do a jump attack on him. I'm pretty sure just one more hit is probably able to go and do the job, but let's go and actually make our way over here. Go ahead and taunt him. Go ahead and hit him once with. Let's go ahead and actually make our way over here. Really, please. And by the way, guys, he's gonna go ahead and explode, and that's pretty much the end of this battle. So, holy crap! This actually takes a little while, and it's a pretty tedious boss, to be honest. And if you make your way over here, okay, there you go. So this is gonna go ahead and lift you to the area above this, where you actually have to make your way over here. And I'm pretty sure. Okay, sorry, this is another room. the room after this is where we get the main item of the temple, and that's another very hard quest, mainly because you have to be pretty precise on your movements once again, because it's going to be a timed based event. So here is going to be another bomb dropping switch. Let's go ahead and save it one more time. I am pretty used to saving a lot. Okay, no. Here, let's go and make our way over here and actually make our way to this area. Okay. So because this one is pretty close by, the timer is pretty small and it lasts for a very short amount of time. Okay, now here is where we need to go ahead and be. Okay guys, so here you need to actually align yourself perfectly. Let's go and actually say this is one of the most hardest parts of this temple, to be honest. But let's go ahead and actually try to make our way across. This part always makes me really scared. Oh god, come on. It's not fair, okay. So we are aligned pretty well now, so let's just actually go ahead and make our way over here. Okay, this is just bad on my part, really, because like I'm really so scared that my hands are pretty much shaking. Okay, this is getting pretty bad right now, so let's go and actually make our way. How is this freaking possible? Like, how? Actually make our way across over here, and let's go and open up the chest. There you go guys, and right in time. I'm pretty sure I'm actually able to go ahead and be hit by the fire keys as well, which is pretty bad. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. Let's go and actually move. Okay, it's so heavy, you need to use 2 hands to swing it. Let's go! There you go, perfect timing. Let's go ahead and actually switch out to this Megaton Hammer. Now, this Megaton Hammer, guys, it's a very strong weapon. Just look at how heavy it is and how much damage it can cause on enemies. But mainly it's used for going ahead and pressing certain switches and certain things which are very rusty, right? So we're actually almost done with this temple, and in a very short amount of time, to be honest. So I'm pretty happy, not even gonna go and lie, because I actually expected this temple to take a lot more time than how much it's taking me. Oh god, come on, there you go. So here if we go ahead and press this, we can actually go ahead and make our way down. And actually over here, where there are 2 of these things, where we can go ahead and just make them become pretty much nothing by going ahead and smashing it. Now we can go ahead and make our way to, oh god. Okay, let's go and actually, no drops. Okay fine, let's go and actually, and if you go ahead and strike it once with our Megaton Hammer, we can actually go ahead and do something pretty interesting. Let's actually go ahead and grab one of these, and let's go and actually make our way across. So one of these fire keys is mostly going to go ahead and notice us, and we actually haven't seen a blue switch in a very long time, actually, since Jabu Jabu's Belly. And actually speaking, it was the same mechanic where we actually had to use crates to go ahead and complete that. Okay, now we can go ahead and make our way towards where the go around which we missed was. Indeed, the switch looks rusted. It is rusted, by the way, and that's pretty much why you need the Megaton Hammer to go ahead and do it. Now actually you need to go ahead and play the Song of Time, and if you go ahead and play the Song of Time, you can actually go ahead and make the block go down. Yeah, so let's go ahead and actually, wait, I need a better angle. Okay, so this is switch which we need to pretty much reach. There you go, and if you go ahead and just strike this with our rusted switch, we can actually go ahead and free this go around. And let's go ahead and speak to him now. Yes indeed, you are free to go. Okay, so one door is hidden inside the statue at the entrance to this temple. Indeed, yeah, so but the bonus special drop won't work with it. Indeed, okay, let's go ahead and actually so he was pretty much just referencing the hammer, which we have right now, because he's talking about anything stronger than the bombs, which is most definitely the Megaton hammer, right? So let's actually go ahead and make our way across here where the previous door was, and now we can actually make our way towards the boss room, and there are actually speaking, we still have yet to find the boss key. So we will actually find the boss key and the last sculptor in the final room. Now guys, be incredibly careful when you go ahead and do this, because this is pretty much where we previously were, right? Because this is where the boss room is. Yeah, so now you actually have to go ahead and make your way to this area and actually make your way into this door. And here there's a certain room which we ignored at the start, mainly because we didn't have the Megaton hammer at the time. Oh come on. Let's go and kill this dude, come on. So here if we go and open up this, we'll actually be able to go ahead and get ourselves... Okay, actually speaking guys, before we go and do anything, let's go ahead and just... So random, okay, oh god. So you're pretty much just flipping them over, so... something which is pretty interesting. Let's go and actually... It's like, come on, I hate these dudes. Let's go and kill this dude as well. Let's go ahead and kill them all. Let's go and actually make our way to this dude. Let's go ahead and actually kill even him. Oh, there's actually another key. Keys. I hate these keys. There you go guys, and by that guys, we actually completed this small boss gauntlet room, and we can actually make our way towards the room where we are about to fight this boss. Actually, sorry. There you go, I'm actually pretty scared because since the Bigoron sword is a 200 sword, you can't really go ahead and do much with it. Let's go and actually go ahead and strike this once. Strike it twice and kill it to go ahead and get ourselves some more rupees. So here we can actually go ahead and kill off the sculptor and get ourselves our 5th golden sculptor, which we, by collecting which we will have 64. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Wait a second. Oh, okay, fine. Sorry about that, guys. wait. Actually, what? I'll just check for 1 sec if I actually got all the sculptures, and I'll see you guys in just 1 sec. I'm a little bit paranoid because I don't remember myself having only 64, so I'll see you guys in just 1 sec. Oh, okay, fine. I was actually really confused, but I actually... Wait, what? Oh, okay, so here's where we actually go ahead and have the boss fight. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and switch phase. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out to my hook shot, but actually I was very confused for a second there. But then at least we killed it. So let's go ahead and speak. Or not really speak, kill it. Let's go ahead and actually make... So let's go ahead and actually strike one more time. Let's go ahead and actually go ahead and make our way across here. Let's go ahead and just strike it with our sword. I keep getting so confused with the sculptures, mainly because I actually got a little bit more, or like a few more sculptures than how much I actually have written down. So, oh god. So by that guys, we went ahead and killed the fire dancer for the 2nd time, and we can actually get ourselves chest which contains some bombs, which I'm going to go ahead and collect because of course this is a 100% walkthrough. But I didn't get all chests also because there's this one chest in the forest temple which I missed out because it was not very important. I just had like a bundle of arrows. So all those I don't think are considered as very important in a 100% run. So let me go ahead and make my... Okay, sorry, this is the opposite room. Do I like a back? Okay, let's go ahead and make our way outside. as quickly as we can, because I don't really want to go ahead and deal with them again and again and again and again. Let's go and actually make our way over here. Go ahead and take out a Megatron hammer, because we will need it now. Let's go ahead and actually strike this and actually speak to the Goron. Actually, before that, let's go ahead and open up this chest to go ahead and get ourselves the boss key. So we actually get the boss key very late within the temple, but let's go ahead and actually speak to this Goron. Okay, so he's asking us to go ahead and help his big brother. So here we can make our way outside to where the main hub room or the main entrance of the temple was. And now we can make our way towards where the boss room actually is. And actually speaking, guys, the boss is an incredibly simple boss, and it was also on my top 5 or 10, my top 5 bosses in Ocarina of Time video, which once again, guys, you guys should most definitely check out. But let's actually go ahead and make our way over here. Let's go ahead and hook on to this if I can. Actually, I don't think I can go. I can possibly. Let's go and actually try to hook onto this. We can't. Alright, okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm pretty sure we actually need to go ahead and make our way this way. Because I'm actually making my way there because there's actually a fairy which I can go ahead and use to heal myself, because I'm already pretty low on health. And I don't want to be like very low on health when I'm actually taking on a boss, because it's going to be pretty tough that way. Let's actually go ahead and just make our way up here. Let's go and actually make our way up here. Let's go and actually jump onto this, get ourselves a fairy, and make our way to the boss room. There you go. So now we can actually go ahead and make our way towards the boss room, which is pretty far away once again. Oh god, I don't really want to go and jump all the way back. Anyway, it's fine. Let's actually go ahead and wait. Actually, how do we make our way back? Okay, I think I got the idea. Let's go and actually make our way across over here. Make our way over here. Make our way over here, where we previously were. And actually speaking, we are completing this temple in a very short time, to be honest, and I'm very happy about that. But actually, let's go ahead and make our way towards the boss room now and take on the most badass boss in the entirety of Ocarina of Time. None other than the fire-breathing dragon, Volbegia. Yeah, so the earth just starts to become very crumbly, and this path goes down because we can't go ahead and exit once we go ahead and start a boss battle. And at times this boss may go ahead and damage you, but this is the subterranean lava dragon, Volbegia. Now there are actually a lot of theories that Link met Volbegia when it was a baby and stuff, which is, I'm pretty sure, in the Zelda manga. But actually, let's go ahead and save once. Let's go ahead and okay. Actually speaking, I need to switch out to my Megatron hammer, don't I? Let's go ahead and strike him once. Let's go ahead and actually. There you go. That's a pretty bad thing on me. So here you can go and just stick onto this wall and do pretty much nothing, because you could essentially just strike his head with arrows, but it won't really do much. So let's actually go ahead and run back to where we were. Do you know why my memory is stopped once like that? Let's go ahead and just strike him once. Let's go ahead and shoot. There you go. 2 hits, I'm pretty sure the third hit will do the job. Anyways, the third hit is pretty much going to be very simple, and this boss is very easy as well. So as you can tell, this game is pretty much like this boss is pretty much, or this boss fight is pretty much a game of whack-a-mole. So it's very simple. I'm going to save one more time. We go ahead and make our way across. I lost a little bit of health there, but it's fine. Okay, that's pretty much why I went ahead and saved there. Okay, that's bad on my part, but let's go ahead and see where he is. Good, actually. And by the day, he went ahead and completed the boss fight, and he's gonna go ahead and die pretty gruesomely, much like King Dodongo. And these actually, King Dodongo and Volvagia have the same boss theme. If you guys didn't go ahead and realize, we'll just go ahead and actually see him dying. Oh my god, he just flames him whole self, and everything dies except the skull, which will remain and fall incredibly heavily, which will go ahead and change into a heart piece. So we have gone ahead and got ourselves 14 now, and let's go ahead and enter into this portal and see who the Fire Sage truly is. Oh wow, so it's actually a different scene now than where we actually normally are, because Death Mountain is going to be safe now. And everything is going to be perfectly fine now. And Death Mountain is going to be perfectly normal. So here we are back in the Chamber of Sages. And I'm pretty sure, like from this point you guys can already guess who the sage is, because indeed it is Darunia. So let's go ahead and see what he is go ahead and tell us. Yeah, so he's pretty much gonna go ahead and give us the fire medallion, which is our third medallion now, which is amazing right now. I am really happy. And we got ourselves the fire medallion. So we have got 3 medallions, about 3 more to go. Perfect, about halfway done. Well, indeed we are. But actually speaking, we got one of them by doing pretty much nothing. It was from Roru, as I already said in the episode of the Forest Temple. So here, since pretty much like things are fine, we can actually go ahead and do a few side quests before I go ahead and end out the episode, because then but I'm pretty sure in the next episode we can go ahead and get ourselves a few more sculptures, some more heart pieces, and actually start our quest to go ahead and do all that we need in order to make our way towards the next temple, which is the world's most dreaded temple ever, the water temple. Though actually speaking, it's a pretty simple temple if you know, like actually, so it's a pretty simple temple if you know what you're actually going ahead and doing. So here is a great fairies fountain by which you can get like yourself a very useful upgrade. No, that's not a pawn. Well, like, that's a pawn song. Oh god, I can't go ahead and play for some reason. Yeah, so from this fairy we'll be getting ourselves a very important upgrade, and something which, to be honest, no Zelda fan can live without, because it's something so important. And once again the Great Fairy comes, and this is the first time, I'm pretty sure this is the first time we're actually going ahead and seeing Great Fairy as an adult, and her laugh is very creepy right now, and holy crap. Anyway, let's go ahead and get her magic spell, if you understand what I mean. So we'll actually get ourselves an upgraded magic meter, which is actually double as much as how much we had then. Yes, indeed. So our magic meter is enhanced now, and we can get ourselves twice as much magic. Exactly. So let's go ahead and just, yes, indeed. When Violet made you very, please come back to see me. Okay, fine. And we actually get ourselves a huge magic meter now, which is great. And I'm actually able to collect about 2 sculptures and then and then I'll be ending off the episode because like we actually do have 2 Skulltulas which we can collect at this point. But let's go and actually make our way back to Goron City. We haven't actually had a peaceful time in a long while. Okay, and soon after we will be getting ourselves the blue tunic, which is the okay, I can't go and speak. Well, later on, actually in the next episode, I'm pretty sure we'll be getting ourselves the blue tunic, which is a very, very useful item. Okay, now this is Link, right? Okay, so I'm pretty sure we have to make our way outside. Okay, this is gonna be a little tough because we'll actually have to go ahead and make our way upstairs. Okay, so as I was telling, like, we'll be getting ourselves a new tunic called the blue tunic, which will be in the next episode definitely. And that actually looks a lot more cooler than this, according to my opinion, and according to a lot of people's opinion. I actually took a survey with my friends on who actually likes the blue tunic more than the red tunic, and almost all of them actually said that they like the blue tunic more. So that's something very, very interesting to go and see. Now there is one Skulltula which we can go ahead and collect over here, which will be at night time. So let's go ahead and play the sun song. And by the way guys, it actually becomes night time, so we can actually go ahead and crack off this boulder and actually go ahead and get ourselves the 65th Skulltula. And actually now we can make our way towards a certain upper reach of Death Mountain where there'll be another one of these Skulltulas. And actually speaking, since we actually defeated the fire temple, those weird fiery boulders will not go ahead and fall down anymore, which is great, to be honest, because I hated those. It like always makes my health go like so fast. So let's actually go ahead and jump. Actually we can't really go into the thing. Let's go ahead and jump across here. Let's go ahead and actually climb these two, and let's go ahead and make our way to the edge of this area, mainly because there's another Skulltula over there. And as you can tell guys, there is pretty much no danger here now, except for the weird the one red Tektite and the 3 Skulltulas. So here is another Skulltula. Let's go ahead and kill it and get ourselves our 66th golden Skulltula. So I think that's pretty much gonna go ahead and be the end of this episode guys, because we completed a lot, to be honest. We completed the fire temple, we actually got ourselves about 2 Skulltulas, a magic meter, or rather like an upgrade magic meter. And here if you jump, you're pretty much gonna be dead. Okay, never mind. So let me go ahead and get myself some hearts now, because yeah, so as I was saying, we actually did a lot in this episode, so I think I'll end up the episode once I actually make my way to Kakariko village, which will be right over here. Here, let's go ahead and actually make our way across. Okay, how does that not hurt and that hurt? That makes no sense to me. Anyway, let's go ahead and make our way back to Kakariko village, where we can actually be calm for a short while before we again go ahead and continue on a quest. So once again guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to punch that like button, and be sure to, of course, as usual, subscribe if you already haven't. And be sure to also click that bell notification icon, because you'll be updated every time I go ahead and upload a single video. So once again guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day, take care, and peace out. See you.